Hello and welcome guys to a complete surprise cast by HeflaTV because suddenly we had to fill in for Beyond the Summit to actually cast these semi-finals of the Mineski Pro Gaming League season number 6. Well, for us, of course it's good because we casted the group stage anyway, rather familiar with the team now, how well they did in the group stage and so on. But without further ado, my name is Coucher and I am joined by HeflaMok. If he's done with his time, of course.
And HeflaMok is still working on changing the streams everywhere, like on betting sites and whatnot. But yeah, this is a surprise call. I was just talking to the Minaski admin, and yeah, I was just surprised by like, oh my god, oh, Beyond the Summit can't take it. So yeah, we are in theory here. I just woke up actually, busy with the VOD stuff yesterday, but well, let's see. We got an amazing game. Rave with an actually nice performance, which we saw yesterday, pretty much. And I don't know, like MSI-Evo, quite, how can I say it is, like the games were promising at some points, but then it lacked execution here and there. I wasn't quite sure like if they got some of their games through, but in the end they still qualified in the group phase, so it was all good, let's say it like this. But now it really is important what's happening. Right now it's a best of 3, and it matters a lot for them, because yeah, from now on, yeah, you qualify directly. If you don't win, you're out.
That is so indeed, and well, looking at the draft so far, the band's rather standard. Death Prophet as well as Panda taken out by Rave, Faceless Void and actually Ember Spirit, which Rave I do believe used to beat, oh god, who were they up against in the Star Series? First Departure, right, just now before in the best of 3 series. So Rave, they actually had no break time in between at all. They just came freshly off a best of 3 series, which went to the 3rd game as well. So maybe that's gonna be a little bit harder for them, but MSI, they have a Lycan. Will they go all out Death Ball push?
Well, it's quite interesting. Yesterday, like, and even this night, I had games where teams just completely ignored their Lycan, and it came through. The biggest problem was that the Lycan often won because it just took them too long to, yeah, get through with the game. That's the biggest problem about the Lycan. Like, the start was quite nice. They were always able to shut down the Lycan, but the problem is the longer the game goes, the nastier that Lycan gets. Like, the split push potential was again great. The team tried to like fight off certain attacks on the high ground with 4, while Lycan was just putting pressure somewhere, and they mostly got even a trade out of it. So just here and there, 2 minutes stalling time, and the Lycan just got a tower down. Or Wolves plus Necro Warriors plus Equip Wave pushed forward always did the job. And unless you have really someone who can rotate like a Tinker with March of the Machine defense, it didn't really work out. So let's see if MSI is getting this through with it Lycan.
Yeah, and they're taking a really long time with their secondary pick as well. I mean, you would think that maybe something like a Shadow Shaman would be a given pick, just how popular that hero is overall and how well it works with pushing lineups. But what other heroes? Well, I guess Ancient Apparition is one. It does help against Doombringer, who is HPS oriented just with the Scorched Earth. But, I mean, all in all, will it just be enough? Will MSI go for some extra team fight? Do they want like a Tide Hunter offlane for them now, or?
Yep, a Titan would definitely fit, but we have the second ban stage, so I'm pretty sure that the Tide is gonna be a candidate to just being banned out. Either way, we have the Doom and the Razor. So the Doom, of course, is one nice opportunity. If the Doom gets the initiation on the Lycan before he gets his ultimate off, that is, of course, neck-breaking for the Lycan. Like, without the Wolf, yeah, that doesn't really work. And the Razor, well, we had so many Razors the last day, especially in MPGL. He has been quite famous or quite popular as such. So he's our candidate for the mid, obviously, and he's definitely able to zone out someone, unless it's really a ranged hero. Let's see where this Lycan is being laned. I mean, we've seen Lycan in safe and mid lane in the past days, but I can't really imagine he's going mid. Then again, if he's up for the task against the Rave Razor, why not?
Yeah, it can be done if they really want to, I guess. Razor does dominate, I mean, most matchups anyway, I guess, so doesn't really matter who you're gonna send up against them. And actually, MSI, they themselves ban out the Shadow Shaman, so looks like Lycan might actually be their only source of push. Death Prophet also taken out already. Nature's Prophet is an option. Just 3 ends worked really well together with Howl, of course, and Nature's Prophet wants to build Necrobook anyway. I guess something like a Pagna is also a possibility, but I do hope that they will actually get some lockdown. Of course, Faceless Void and the Tide Hunter I guess one of the best like AoE lockdown heroes are already banned. I mean, I guess Enigma might also be a possibility, but up against the Doombringer, how useful will that be?
Yep, that's actually a good question, but I mean, look what MSI is actually banning out. The Rasta is getting banned out. That is quite interesting because I thought they might be interested in a bit more push. Then again, the Rasta is one of those targets who can lock down a Lycan quite well with the Shackles, for example. And another Silence is also getting banned out with the Skyraf Mage. Yep, I can definitely see that coming. For example, on the Doom, it might be interesting. While he's silenced, you might be able to burst him down before the Doom, for example, comes out. So yeah, both teams really, they don't want to have those disables. And Rave is focusing more on the offlaners. Titan out, Center out. Well, okay, sure. No offlaners it is then.
Yeah, just taking out heroes that work really well with Ancient Apparition. I mean, the Centaur, once he gets his Blink Dagger, you can set up kills so easily. Just Blink, Hoof Stomp, Ice Blast flying across the map, Double Edge, and most heroes won't be able to survive that. Although actually Doombringer and Razor, they are rather both pretty tanky. Razor, of course, just builds the items that makes him tanky, whereas Doom just naturally is. But Rubik is the pickup for Rave now. At the moment, don't feel like he has the greatest things to steal. I mean, yes, getting Ice Blast will always be nice, but it happens so rarely since Ancient Apparition is so far away from the fight usually for the maximum radius of the Ice Blast. And Lycan, I mean, Shapeshift, I guess. I mean, Rubik Shapeshift looks awesome and can be put to good use as well.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, he can still abundance of spells already, and now of course MSI has to take, I don't know, be careful with what they pick because I don't know, huge channel spells, it's always dangerous. So no Bane, no Enigma, stuff like that. Like we've seen it too often being stolen. But yep, Tinker it is for MSI. That makes it of course very, very interesting. So we not just have push, we also have counter push. We have some nice magical burst, and this is, yeah, it's definitely interesting. But the Tinker also a target that reacts very, very allergically against a Doom. I mean, nope, you just don't want to get doomed on a Tinker.
You most certainly do not. Tinker, of course, usually wants to stay at the back lines of the fight anyway, if he possibly can. Get the Blink Dagger, just jump into the trees and spam from there. And Rave, so far, actually they picked up a Leshrac as well when they saw the Tinker. I mean, of course the Tinker I don't think had anything to do with the Leshrac pick. But Rave, they do lack the hero that can actually jump the Tinker like Clockwork, Storm Spirit, maybe even a Spectre. Although if they wanted to, Spectre could be a possibility for them.
Yep, absolutely. And Leshrac, okay. So the Leshrac, since he got his change on him, like, is played in different ways. So let's see if this is a roaming Leshrac with the lightning for the slow and a nice setup in, I don't know, telekinesis into Split Earth, for example, or if that is an Edict Leshrac where we have, like, I don't know, a Trident, for example, pushing forward, or they roam around, try to capitalize on a kill, and then go for the tower. I mean, the Edict is still a damn strong spell against towers, against buildings, after all.
Yeah, it most certainly is. Although, actually, lately I've seen Leshracs that leave the Diabolic Edict on level 1, maxing out the Split Earth as well as the Lightning Storm, rather. Especially against, of course, pushing lineups, it can be really good to just have the Lightning Storm for yourself. But we will see how he wants to go around about it. And, well, with the Earthshaker on MSI, they have a decent setup already with just, in the laning phase, block people off, have the Chilling Touch, do the extra damage, get some easy kills maybe on the offlaner. But,
yep,
man, I can't even say which lineup I really favor based on draft.
That might actually be happening, but the Earthshaker now, the Earthshaker, of course, well, they're for ganks, they're also, like, quite nice in the laning stage. That's why I like the Earthshaker, and that's why many teams like him at the moment. Because of, like, if the positioning is right, you can really box in someone. You can cut him off the exit route, and that's mostly easy kill. Even under normal circumstances, he would never get that kill, because you just don't have the lockdown. But of course, if he has to go all the way around the fissure, because you block pretty much half of the lane, then this is really working out. But unfortunately, we haven't seen too many Shakers that executed very well. Sometimes we've seen Shakers a bit off with the fissure, so you end up on the wrong side of it. I mean, it kind of depends on the perspective. Like, if you're the hunted one, then you're happy if you end on the wrong side. But of course, the Earthshaker always tries to get you on the side of the enemy team. But either way, the last bans are coming out. We have a Batrider as well as a Storm. So I didn't see a Storm coming, but sure, why not?
And Rave, they could easily go for a mid laner. They can just go for a tri-lane core or a mid laner at the moment. Razor can fill both of those roles as well and switch it up. And, I mean, Storm Spirit is one of the Tinker's counters. So, I guess MSI, they'd rather face something like a Spectre than a Storm Spirit or Spectre. Just maybe a little bit harder to execute because you just need so much farm and you might not have the time for it, especially if you're up against a Lycan.
Yep, true. But I don't know, like, do you think Rave has to go a bit more greedy? Like something really greedy, or just, I don't know, something that fits? Because at the moment, I mean, the Doom needs some time till it comes online, but of course, if he gets, for example, a Midas Rush, and then it's all ticking in, the Razer just usually farming with some nice setup here, telekinesis, Earth Splitter, etc., he's gonna steal a lot of damage. Maybe another lockdown hashtag semi-carry. No, full-time greedy. There we go. It's a Spectre. And that also means the Doom, I don't think he's gonna go for Midas here in this game, because he needs to be online a bit earlier. Like, he can't just, I don't know, stall time and rely on the later game. The Spectre will do that job.
To be honest, there's one thing that might have gone through MSI's head as well, panning out the Tinker rather than the Spectre. Because if they had gone for the Storm Spirit, it would have left Razor in the tri-lane, and actually Razor Rubik Leshrac could have been a really strong aggressive tri-lane. But
Sure.
Now, since they had to go for Spectre, it means that Spectre will be most likely farming up safe lane with Rubik Leshrac helping him out, Razor mid and just Doom off lane. Although I guess you can go for aggressive tri-lane with a Spectre as well, it's just maybe not the best one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not the most optimal one, but still, like the Spectre, like to be honest, Rave, they have quite a nice late game. The Spectre needs to be tanky though, because she's avoiding the Tinker Burst, as well as quite some nice setup. I mean, Earthshaker's done, Tinker Burst, Wind Ranger has some burst damage there as well. We talk about the Ice Blast maybe hitting her as well, and the Lycan, unless she has the Spectral Dagger and it's just disappearing somewhere over the trees, then the Lycan will have a word with this as well. And yeah, it's quite some damage coming her way, especially at the start of the game. She gotta be really careful. Like we've seen often that Spectres really try to Spectral Dagger over the trees, and then a latch is just coming and it's just setting you up because you're going towards the trees, and then it's a high chance that it actually latches. So I definitely like what both teams pick here. To be honest, the draft is, when it comes to, I don't know, when it comes to late game, I would say Rave a tiny bit advantage, even though a Fat Tinker and a Lycan can do pretty much the same job. But when it comes to global presence, being faster in the fights and everything, then definitely, of course, Ninja Boogie here having the advantage. Like, not even a Tinker is that fast at plays. But then again, when it comes to counter push and stuff like that, then of course they have the Tinker. This is hard to break through, and a Lycan who potentially split push all the time. They need to commit some ganking power on the Lycan, which they have though. I mean, if we have a blink, for example, on the Doom, that's an easy one. You just blink in there, you Doom him, and then you can just follow him up in a Lycan without wolf form. It's just not working out. But let's see. We're going in the game. Let's introduce them first, and then let's see what we got.
Just for MSI, on the Radiant side, who's just gone so aggressive into the enemy jungle at the moment, Chotan will be playing the Tinker for them, as YND is on the Ancient Apparition, BYB on the Wind Ranger, as JYC playing the Earthshaker, and the last one for them will be Shenrui playing just a solo safe lane Lycan.
Yep, and the one they might find here is actually Ninja Boogie, but of course it's daytime when the game starts, so therefore they saw it. Ninja Boogie here on the Spectre. In the mid we're gonna find the Razor, played by Jo, and then the rest is an aggressive tri-lane. We have Cast on the Lashrak, Ryo on the Rubik, and we have Chrissy on the Doom. And Chrissy, by the way, like, I remember this guy as like one of the best Furions we saw in the MPGL tournament so far. Like what he put up in, as in like Bulldog style, playing a Furion, that was pretty much us art, Bulldog, pretty much the same skill level. So now he's on a Doom, not on a Furion. Let's see how his Doom is.
Yeah, and actually that was one lane I didn't kind of expect a Doom tri-lane. But I guess they can go for the Ninja Boogie though. He will struggle so damn hard on this top lane because of it. So it wouldn't surprise me if Rave just went for the support rotations. They've actually smoked up already as well. So maybe set up a kill bottom lane, then transition into mid lane, try to set up a kill there and just slowly make your way top lane to start helping Ninja Boogie out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, Ninja Boogie, he won't get anything. Like a Spectre at the start with only 500 HP and a Stout Shield. Like, I mean, you have
Oh,
the
bottom
only...
lane, there's a telekinesis, splitter will be there as well, the double damage on Chrissy. They probably will have enough. One more right click, that's all they need, and well, Chrissy, easy first blood. And if he wants that Hand of Midas in the Doom, he's gonna have it relatively fast.
He even had an ensnare just in case he needed it, but he didn't even need it. So now he's level 2, having that advantage, no Scorched Earth for the next time. Yep, this try line definitely putting accent here already on the game. It's... I don't know. But then again, Lycan... It's a hero that can recover really fast.
They definitely can, but top lane, some harassment will come out as well if they even get the right clicks into Ninja Boogie. Chilling Touch, of course, is such a great harassment tool, but oh man, MSI, they're gonna come again, and he's in such a bad position. Telekinesis will come out, they're actually going for the right click, they're waiting for the perfect time to go for it. And yeah, there's the Telekinesis, Split Earth to follow from cast, beautifully coordinated, and Shenroi goes down for the second time.
Yep, nothing he can do there. Like, he gotta be more passive, or someone has to come in. Like, the Earthshaker being there, that might just be enough just to stun them, just to interrupt them, that the Split Earth is not a follow-up or anything like that. But alone, this Lycan will just not be happy in this lane, so MSI has to adjust to this really, really fast.
Yeah, so far, I mean, Ninja Boogie at least is getting XP. Yes, he's not getting farm, which Lycan, I guess, is 9 and 0, so... But then again, if you just die and lose your gold, what difference does it make? And now, Rior on the Ruby, coming mid lane as well. Will he be enough alone without the Leshrac though?
If there's damage stolen, yes, but this Plasma Field, for example, it didn't hit the Tinker. The Tinker full HP. I don't think that's a good idea to go on, and as we talk about it... Okay, they...
I have no idea what that meant.
Some tag along. I don't know. But oh god, the Lycan. He just farmed a small camp and now they found him. Is there a Split Earth? Anything coming? Actually, he's trying to, but nope. It's not going his way. They get a Wolf instead. Also good. 26 gold for the supports. They're happy about it.
It's not bad. I mean, Cast has enough mana as well to just go for at least 2 more Split Earths, and has a Clarity as well to just get the mana pack. And even Rubik has a Clarity, so they're pretty damn stacked as far as regeneration goes. And the tower, oh, are they going to dive this? Chrissy goes in with the right clicks, has the Alpha Wolf as well. Some crits, maybe. Oh man, double kill, did some body blocking at General. Should be an easy kill.
And top, we have the same, like at this, pretty much the same. While the Lycan is going down, Ninja Boogie's also dying. That was Fisher and a procced Cold Feet. He tried to use the Spectre Dagger over the trees. You still see like the remnants of this fight. But yeah, both of the solo safe laners are going down. But the difference is that the Lycan already went down twice. And Ninja Boogie, this is his first time.
Yeah, I mean, if you died 3 times in 3 to 4 minutes, that's probably the worst start that you can possibly have imagined, I think. I mean, really, how many times do you see a hero dying 3 times? Even supports don't die that often.
Yeah, at least we don't see them dying that often if, for example, there is someone to rotate but they didn't even care. Now the Razor, it's like, the Static Link doesn't care about invisibility, he's just stealing so much damage. 98, that is level 2 Static Link maximum, so yeah. Tinker, if I were you, I would not go close there.
Yeah, it actually looks like Chrissy is not even going for the Hand of Mine, that's not gonna go greedy at all. Just going for that utility carry kind of Tombbringer. Has face boots, picked up bracers as well, so going for drums next. Even has a bottle for himself. So
yeah, that's why I said it in the draft. Like when you have a Spectre here on a pitch, like going super greedy on Chrissy would probably, I don't know, not be the best idea. I mean, he has so much level advantage right now. He can easily do alone against the Lycan, and rather they rotate
top lane,
top.
YND, telekinesis into Split Earth, Spectral Dagger to follow. He got the Diabolic off as well from cast, and YND goes down, man.
It's just too bad. The Split Earth destroyed the tree that was the potential latch target there, but even if a Lashrak is latched, you still have the Edict ticking. I mean, he was lucky that he survived that long because the creeps were actually fucking him up, but look at the bot lane, like this is Scorched Earth versus right clicks, and the Lycan definitely lost this one.
Yeah, well,
you gotta be careful though, because like, I mean, in 4 creeps, 3 or 4 creeps, he's level 6. And when he stays at low HP and is getting here and there some right clicks, then he can just doom him up, and that's pretty much it. Doom, 2 right clicks, and he will take over unless there is a support like right now.
You can actually get a Chrissy no Scorched Earth, and actually was an easier kill than I even thought, but man, what a necessary rotation that was.
Yep, the 50 damage of the aftershock with the enchant totem actually finished him off there. Like you must not forget, after all, a Doom when under attack is a relatively squishy target. I mean, he has the Alpha Wolf aura, which is quite nice if he trades some hits with some blows here and there with the Lycan, but still he's just going along with one single armor, and therefore, yeah. If he's under attack, he's melting fast.
Oh, but Shenrui might still be in some trouble. Rior, he's already in position on the Rubik. Pretty sneaky as well. I mean, there's so little chance that Shenrui has any idea that he's there, but he's playing it safe. Not going under the enemy tower in mid lane. There's 2 supports hanging out, but... Man,
they don't have the lockdown. I mean, they have just the fissure. Then again, the Earthshaker is doing quite fine. He's level 5, 6 minutes in. That's quite impressive for him now that he also got the kill on the Doom. But still, like they would need more. Maybe with the creep wave and then the Acro Slam, they could actually get the Razor down. The Razor only has like 1,000. I say this like it's quite a lot actually. And let's see. I mean, the Ancient Apparition, the timing has to be right with the Cold Feet proc. That might actually be happening.
Yeah, but they would need some, I think, previous harass as
look
well.
bottom. They want to get the Lycan. They want to get the Lycan. This is Telekinesis, Doom, Fate Bolt.
Yeah, but they're going top lane as well, smoking up at the same time. Who's gonna get who first?
That's a good question.
Lycan, Telekinesis doomed as well. Well, he's short to fall. It's just a matter of time. Fate Bolt is there. Scorch Turf activated. He's gonna tick down. While in the meantime, top lane cast. Laser comes out. He's still outrunning with Split Turf. He's there. Actually connects on JYC. He gets a diabolic eat off, so nobody actually wants to dive any further. But there's the Haunt coming out. Really pin off the Plasma Field. Once again, off target from the Razor.
No,
So,
in the end it's a 1-1 trade, but unfortunately MSI is trading worse here. It's another Lycan down for Leshrac, and sorry, but Leshrac is just not a high value target in this case, except for the fact that he is relatively high level. But I don't know, you want to trade better, you want to get Ninja Boogie. Ninja Boogie is the one to shut down, but look at Ninja Boogie. He was relatively passive, died once, he still has 1,400 HP, gold.
yeah, and he actually might maybe even be going for a Hand of Midas just to catch up with Farmer a little bit, but still, can they get the stuns? The Fisher is there, perfectly done, and Ninja Boogie, well, he just got blown.
Yes, he just died within seconds. Now with the rest of the shapeshift here, they can actually get that tier 1 tower. So after all, it's not even a too bad trade, because that almost equalizes the kill score here. It's also a high value kill, obviously, because it's the Spectre and the tower, which they also got now in bottom here for Rave's side. So yeah, MSI's just striking back. What we also have to look at, by the way, is the Tinker, and the Tinker just finished the BOTs right now, as we speak. 2,050 gold. He's going back to the fountain manually, just by walking, which is something the Tinker usually doesn't do. He just blinks and TPs, but well, he's going back, and then we have a Tinker with a global presence, and let's see if now something is changing for MSI, with that Tinker showing some presence.
Yeah, I mean, that's a relatively early boots of trials with a Soul Ring, but oh, Cheo, is he a little bit too far? He got pinged out as well. I think MSI, they're like, Cheo, he probably has backup as well if he's that ballsy.
There's just a presence of him there, like assuming, oh my god, there gotta be some support somewhere in the background, but no, they are wrong. And the Lycan is another target there, he's doomed, but is the Razor close enough?
I mean, they don't have any stuns or any slows, so this Doom was just kind of wasted, although one TP came in, which got cancelled as well. Yeah, so they forced out the TP, but...
Yeah, that was a bit eager of Chrissy there. Like, I don't know what he expected, how fast the Razor can actually come there. But in the end, I mean, Chrissy, it's all fine. The Wolf's following him. The Lycan is just getting some bottle sips here off the Tinker, and it's all good. But look at the mid.
Yeah, the Haunt is there, can actually get kills. Mid-range here is so damn low. YND, well, he goes down quite easily. Static Link, 56 damage stolen. Maybe even get the tier 1 now. Diabolic level 2 is already activated as well.
Yep, but the rockets are flying, and those rockets, they are level 3. He didn't go for the laser build, and that's actually quite nice because you can shoo off those enemy heroes with the rocket spam, like the rocket spam over the laser spam. I definitely like that, but oh, Chrissy, that's also kinda ballsy.
Indeed, oh, the shackles to connect as well, but no follow-up, at least not at the moment. Marches the machines though, still ticking him down. Pops the mech, has a bottle with double damage. Probably will be fine for the time being, but just the poke harass from MSI. I mean, Fisher into Power Shot, into Heat-Seeking Missiles, and once the Ancient Apparition gets level 6, Ice Blast as well, although he's still quite a ways away from that level 6.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see, what is Ninja Boogie going for? Like, there's something in the courier. It's gonna be a Bracer recipe, so I don't know if he was hoping that to get a Sacred Relic Rush because he was keeping that 1,400 gold when we last time looked at him, but now he used all that gold. Face Boost it is, as well as Bracers, and 800 something gold on top of that. That means we might actually still see, yeah, the ingredients of a Vanguard, maybe. Even though, I don't know, like, if you don't go for Vanguard at 12 minutes, then you might as well not go for it at all. I don't know.
Yeah, and just looking at the graphs at the moment, has been kind of a lot of up and down. Goldcraft has always been in Rave's favor, of course. They started with the kills as well, but they only have around a 700 gold lead, which is just nothing. Well, now it updates to 1k. As well as XP, it's absolutely zeroed out. So
Yep.
MSI, they're holding on. Tinker, of course, will get huge. And the trade of just having the Lycan not farm and in the meantime just stopping Ninja Boogie from farming. I guess Lycan just, I think you mentioned it as well, has a better comeback kind of method. Of course, helping out with the pushes as well, once he just gets a few levels.
Yep. He's pretty much like really just say it level based. Like a Lycan is dangerous with the wolves, the full howl, and the full points in the feral impulse. Right now he doesn't even have a single point in howl, which is very unusual. I mean, like at least 1 point in there is worth it, in my opinion. I know it's nerfed, but still, like in those clashes, sometimes you just want it. But oh my god, they just got a JO here.
Oh, the Shackles latch. Power shot will be there. Wolves and the Shapeshift taking him down. But now Chrissy, who is he gonna do? Actually, no, he doesn't want to pop it on the Lycan who has the ultimate on. And no, they're going through the March of the Machines. Might be a mistake. Chotan, he gets to him. There's the Haunt as well. That's what they were waiting for. But will it be enough? Ninja Boogie comes in, Spectral Dagger into Chotan. But he's still so speedy. Chrissy, come on, he has the haste rune. He should be able to chase them down. Shenron, no Shapeshift anymore. A few more right clicks. Yes, they get Tinker. Lycan falls next. And now, well, YND completely in no man's land.
Chrissy, look at this. I mean, the haste rune is running out soon, but I don't know if that's enough. He has 1 level death. It's a level 5. No, unfortunately, no. It's a level 6 multiplier, but still. The Spectral Dagger. Yes, it will be enough. Jesus, like, that was the most unfortunate rune he could have had there. Like, that was really bad. I mean,
Yeah.
not bad as by MSI, but just lucky by Chrissy here to come along with this haste rune. Really not what you want to see. So in the end, it's a free for null trade. Oh, a free for 1 trade. JO actually went down, but still. A nice turnaround, nice sacrifice of the Razor there.
Yeah, Ninja Boogie got some much needed farm. He's suddenly up to 2.2k gold from that fight. That's actually pretty damn sick. But top lane, Jo, never mind. He's gonna be fine. Earthshaker was hanging around as well. And I do love the Chotan. Every time he comes to the lane, he gives some bottle charges to other heroes as well. So
Yep,
just-
absolutely. Let's see. We have what I didn't even notice till now. We have a Hand of Midas on the Wind Ranger. That's interesting. And I said Wind Ranger. Oh my god, it kicked in.
yeah.
It took how long? Like 2 months or so? 1.5 months till I started to say Wind Ranger now. Oh god. It's Windrunner, of course. I swore to myself I won't say it.
But mid lane,
But-
the Fisher, oh, actually misses Chrissy. Oh, that was a mistake.
No, actually it wasn't a mistake as such. He wanted to block off the way here to the tier 2 tower, which is a good idea, but then you need a shackle on, I don't know, on the trees behind, like Doom and the trees behind. That might have worked. But now, look, MSI, they start to push. Now a Howl is coming out as well. Oh, like...
He got blown up. Leisure couldn't even get the spell off the Doom. He's there, but only on the Earthshaker Ninja Boogie. He comes in as well with the Hunt. Gets the slow in JYC. Can they get the deny? No, they cannot. But in the March Machines, everybody's just dropping down, and power shot snipes down Ninja Boogie.
Yep,
3
that
for
was
1.
a nice power shot. That was not just power shot, that was also negative earn charge as well. He wasn't in range for Cold Feet, but if he wanted to, he could have also chased the Woody Ice Blast. Like, maybe, yeah, was on target. It would have finished off Ninja Boogie. And to be honest, this is a trade you can do anytime. Like, a Razor and a Ninja Boogie on a Spectre for Earthshaker. But the Doom on the Earthshaker was absolutely right, because it ended up in some sort of clash fight, and the Acro Slam would have just ruined Rave's day there. Absolutely ruined their day.
Well, their day was ruined anyway, because they lost actually 3. Leshrac went down as well. That's the first
Sure.
one. And oh, the Fisher block with the Wolves. Oh man, such sneaky plays.
Yeah, MSI here, they're starting to fly. It's really looking good. They get that tower on top of it, so in the end it's a 4 for 1 trade with a tier 1 as the cherry on top of the cake. That's Yeah, I definitely like it. Like, they're starting to really play. Like, if you remember, we had a 3-0 at some point for Rave, and the Lycan was completely shut down. But now, it's all good. Like, he recovers, he's going into the Necro build, and with the Necro, it's not getting easier, to be honest, because the heroes on the other side, they don't have much mana pool as it is. Like, a Doom under attack of Necros, he barely has anything left. The same pretty much for Ninja Boogie, a hero, a Spectre hero with such a low mana pool. And I don't know, MSI, if they get the momentum now on their side, we have to see if they keep on going. Because right now it's bottom tier 1, and in my opinion they could go for more. They could go for bottom tier 2. There's only a Razor and a Rubik, and the others, they are just focusing on farm at the moment, but let's see. It seems like they're rotating rather somewhere else.
Yeah, well, of course Tinker just can come from lane to lane. Really doesn't take him too much time to just get active on other ones as well. But looks like they don't want to pressure the tier 2 at the moment. I do agree that they could have gone for it, like you said. Especially, I mean, Tinker just provides so much backup. You go to a tower, put down March to the machines, spam a couple sets of heat-seeking missiles, and suddenly Rave has to go back to base and region up, and the tower will be just left unguarded. And
yep.
Tinker looks like he's going for a straight up Dagon, unless it's going to be a 4-step, but I highly doubt that. And 4-step, actually, BYB on the Wind Ranger will be finishing it rather soon, actually. We'll have it now as Necro level 1 will be there on Lycan as well, so they're getting their items, hitting their strides, so the Doombringer, will he be enough? He's just by far the highest net worth though. Oh, the Fisher
look at
trio!
that Fisher. Oh, the Shackle!
They want to turn it around, the Doom is there, the stolen Fisher Earthshaker, he goes down, the Echo Slam, it came out as Ninja Boogie drops down to half HP, now Shenro wants to chase down Jo, the Static Link, will it be enough? The mech is there from Christian, actually, he does make it out, so a 1-for-0.
Yeah, this was a bad engagement. Like, they wanted the Ice Blast combination into the Fisher, but the Razor just wrong position. He went a bit to the left, Ice Blast off target, and then also the Shackle. It was so close. Like, the Rubik just a centimeter to the right, and that would have made such a difference because it would have lashed between both heroes, and that was the perfect setup they were asking for. But in the end, nope, it was just the Earthshaker going down. But, I mean, Earthshaker kill, it's not...
Oh, Doom on to Jotan, Chrissy, yes. He got the blink. Oh man, the Ghost even helping out with the Frost attack from the creep camp. But Tinker, he's still pretty damn speedy. Can he actually outrun it and survive? I don't think so. Chrissy should have the blink now as well. And yeah, Scorched Earth, of course, will help with the damage over time.
Yeah, no chance. Absolutely no chance. That's the power of a Blink Dagger on a Doom.
Yeah, it's just so good, but oh, the Fisher stolen still from Rubik, he still had it, and now Telekinesis, Wind Run, it is disrupted, it's beautiful split Earth, and well, actually the 4-step, the mech comes out as well. I mean, yeah. I didn't think she's gonna survive.
The Ice Blast! The Ice Blast hit the Razor, and he's shattering. Now the Wolves are trying to get him as well as the
he killed himself!
What is the Lashrak doing? What are you doing? He just killed the Necro Creep with the split Earth and just killing himself. He had Ice Blast on him, he was really low. Like, if he would not have shattered, then the Necro just finished him off there. But Jesus Christ, Lashrak, he just threw away his life.
Well, he got some nice Necro gold and XP, I guess, for it.
Yeah, he got 100 Necro gold for my death. I don't think that trade was really worth it. I mean, the Lycan is saying thank you.
Oh, he might have still gotten chased down and just to the shatter range, although actually I'm not too sure, but Frostbite just ended as he went for the split Earth anyway, so I don't know, man. A little bit questionable, but what can you do? And looking at the graphs again now, it actually used to be almost a 3k gold lead for Rave, and now it's around 500 towards the side of MSI instead. XP, well, 300 in Rave's favor, I guess, but...
Yep. And it's again like a game where Chrissy is really the MVP of Rave so far, but look at Spectre's inventory. We've done it. Sacred Relic is there, and we are halfway to the recipe, so soon in all that mix of Clash we're gonna have Dispersion plus Radiance ticking, and it hurts. Not to mention that from there on Spectre's farm is also gonna be much higher. But let's see. To be honest, I still think MSI should push more, should do more, should be a bit more active, because they have sustain, they have pretty much all in. I mean, they have Urn, they have a mech, they have mobility, they have of course the Lycan, they have the Tinker. The only thing they really have to care about at the moment is the Doom. The Doom can really ruin their day. But oh, Ninja Boogie, What the hell is he doing?
Yeah,
Is
they
this
wanted
just
to
a
go
scouting?
for Lycan, I think, because Chrissy was going in aggressively, but little did they know that the Lycan Wolves actually had vision of Chrissy before, so Shenroy got his shapeshift off before the Doom came, and well, that's
Yeah.
the power of the Lycan Wolves. You need a gem as early as possible against those.
I guess. So, but still, this is Spectre ulti down, which is even, I think, more of a reason to push now bottom, because that means Ninja Boogie, he has to use a TP to get there. He doesn't have his ultimate, and the ultimate is quite long and cooldown. Oh, but Tinker... Okay, he's making it out, but you saw how the supports were already looking for it. I thought maybe we have a fishing split earth somewhere into the trees. That might have worked, but level 2 Necros are coming out, as well as the Wolves. Howl is coming out as well. The tower is just melting. There is a cliff if they want to, and yep, they use the cliff, but yeah, they can just wait out easily. Martial Machines is covering their ass at the moment. There's no one coming near this.
Yeah, and actually one thing we really haven't talked about is that they have even more push, but oh, Rubik might be in trouble. Tinker, is he gonna go for the kill? Telekinesis is there, saving him for the time being, but heat-seeking missiles, nice force of Periorder as well. The Fisher is there, Ninja Boogie, he still goes down. Ice Blast just comes in the nick of time, as Split Earth unfortunately misses by cast. Blink out by Chotan. JYC has his own blink there as well on Earthshaker. And man, they just blew up Ninja Boogie, they used the Echo Slam for it as well.
But it was actually quite interesting because the Tinker was like mass spamming, like spam blinging on the Rubik. He just got picked off there. And by the way, look at Roshan. There we have like Lakin plus Wind Ranger saying hello. But Chrissy wants to get in there. Oh, he blinks directly in. Oh, you gotta be careful though. If there's a latch, then they might actually kill him, even though he has Aghanim's, I say BKB.
Yeah, that's the problem with BKB. You actually need to be able to activate them as well before you just get chain locked or just bursted. But what I wanted to mention before that top fight actually began is that, I mean, not only does MSI actually have Lycan for the push, later on when Wind Ranger starts putting points into the focus fire, that's actually a pretty strong source of push as well.
Absolutely, and I don't know, 12-12, 23rd minute. Who would have thought that? Like, when we were looking at the start of the game where the Lycan died like 3 times in a row with a 3-0 lead on Rave, I was like, oh my god, this game is over. Such a shutdown on that Lycan. But yeah, he recovered quite well. Necro 3 is ready now, and from now we can see a Lycan going into more HP, more tankiness, more push power, like with the AC, hard, basher, something like that. The Wolves are still scouting out Chrissy here, so they know quite well where the Doom is, and to be honest, I think they could gank the Doom.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Of course, yes, the BKB, but I think they have enough lockdown and burst between them if they just get the blink, maybe just Echo Slam even, although Echo Slam is on cooldown. But they're wanting to go mid lane instead, although I'm not too sure how or if MSI should actually go look for a 5v5 fight, maybe just rat it out a little bit.
I don't think it's a good idea at the moment. The problem is the Spectre doesn't have the Radiance ready, so like from MSI perspective, it's kind of good because there's a lot less damage in the fight. But then again, I don't know, they have just marching machines and like Rave just sitting around their tier 2 tower at the moment. There is a lot of rocket harass now. The Rubik stole those rockets as well, but of course, unfortunately, he has a 25 seconds cooldown where the Tinker is like, YOLO, I can spam a bit more of those. Either way, marching machines is covering the attack, but unfortunately the plasma field and everything took care of the creep wave. So it's more or less just a slow siege. But let's see.
Oh, the shackles, he blinks out actually, the shackle connect. But Ice Blast unfortunately off target already. Power shot was there, but blink Echo Slam. They really want Chrissy, will it be enough? He activates the BKB. They should have a pretty decent amount of physical damage as now. The Haunt is there. 2 more to Chotan as well. Slowed down by the Spectral Dagger. And oh, Plasma Field. Can Cheo do it? Oh, the shackles. Beautiful save by BYB.
Nice.
Oh, but
look,
YND.
the Ancient Apparition running, but Radiance. It's just burning you down. There's no way you can do anything. The Lycan, though, he got his split push, like he just did what a Lycan should do. He just did the split push.
Yeah, it's still coming out in their favor in the end. And oh, they want Cheo as well. They're giving some chase, never mind. Winners, he gave up in the end. But
he had 4 stuff. I think he could have tried a latch, but then again, Chrissy would have been there. Relatively low HP though. I mean, at least they got 1 BKB charge out, but I don't know, that engagement by the Earthshaker, it was very optimistic, to be honest. Like going in there, level 2 Echo Slam, not too many creeps around. Like, I don't know, it was... How can I say it? It was very optimistic, because where was the follow-up damage? Like, yes, Earthshaker going in, but then he died under all that load with like 4 heroes just punching him, and the dispersion as well because Ninja Boogie was there, and the Doom in the end, he didn't really care. BKB on, Scorched Earth on, and then, yeah, who's gonna stop you?
Yeah, looks like nobody. Of course, in the end, still MSI came out ahead. Lycan was split pushing at the same time. Tinker didn't lose his life really. And actually, Ninja Boogie, before that fight, I think he sold his bracers to finish up the Radiance recipe. So he's pretty damn squishy, to be honest. I mean, 1k HP, what does he have coming out now? Well, that will definitely help the Vitality booster. But is it gonna be a casual one, or is he gonna actually turn it into straight up Heart of the Rask and forego any other damage items?
Like, I'm a fan of Heart of the Rask on Spectre. It really helps you because you can just, I don't know, go for the jungle, don't lose a single HP pretty much, and yeah. But right now he needs HP because what he wants is that he is in those fights, that the dispersion is doing as much damage as possible, as well as of course as the Radiance just ticking here and there, and for that you just need HP, 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 and of course if you can get it somehow, some armor as well. So in my opinion, yes, a hard rush would be justified, but let's see. It's, after all, it's Ninja Boogie, so some crazy stuff might come out.
Yeah, we will see soon enough, I think, what it's gonna go for. But looking at the graphs again, now MSI, they have a solid gold lead, 6k to be exact. XP though, not that significant, sitting around 2000, a little bit less even. But man, this gold just such a swing. Of course, MSI, man, having the pushing lineup, they put it to good use, and now, oh, Wind Ranger, he's also going for a Necro Book. But the Haunt, what? Oh, they get the Doom and Chandroid! Bottom lane Ninja Boogie comes in as well. And Lycan once again goes down, but he hadn't died for a long time.
Yep, but unfortunately, the problem with MSI is completely passive at the moment, like, absolutely passive. And the fun part is, they're building into Necros, now the Windrunner as well. But to be honest, like, what do you want with Necros if you're not aggressive with them, like, not pushing? Like Rave, they need just 3-4 heroes to, I don't know, stall time around the towers. And there's not much really happening. Like the Lycan can't split at the moment because Chrissy will take him and Ninja Boogie will be there. Then the Tinker can't pretty much do the same. Like Ninja Boogie could give vision on him and then he will just get doomed and dies. But well, they go for Roshan. Maybe we see something now. 10 seconds on the Lycan. If he wants to, he can still TP on the tier 2 bottom. But let's see.
Oh, Rior, he gets the telekinesis, didn't throw him into the Roche pit. I was. Oh, never mind. The Fisher stops Rior and power shot gets the kill, but Chrissy, man, level def. That must have been the multiplayer with Shotan as well. He's gonna go down. So,
okay, now MSI just gave away the Roshan.
But BYB activates the Necrobook as well. Does he want to feed the Necrobooks on top of the heroes now?
Yeah, no, but it's still it's a bad idea. I mean, you just got a Rubik. And you gave your Earthshaker and your Tinker for it, and all that in a time where it's obvious that Rave is gonna go for Roshan. I mean, there were 4 people missing from the map and just a rogue little Rubik showing up, so where are they unless they are in Roshan? I mean, that is, I think, a misinterpretation of MSI. They gave away that Roshan, and now with that, the Aegis on Ninja Boogie plus all that gold coming their way, Rave is gonna take over this game. MSI lost pretty much all the momentum they have from the tier 1 pushes and those fights where they kinda equalized in the kills. They've given all that momentum away now to Rave, so Rave doing a good job defending, and of course they're on the dire side. That was an easy Roshan, and MSI made it even easier for them with this go on the Rubik.
I still think that MSI are looking good enough. Stonebringer, yes, he's the highest net worth, but is he gonna have enough impact? Of course, at some point he can go for the Refresher Orb, which is one of the sickest hero item combinations, I think.
Yeah.
But having double Necro level 3, the split push is just so damn strong, so maybe just Tinker bait out one lane, although then again, Chrissy, he's been so spot on so far as it is, just getting the Blink Tombs up, then the Haunt to follow up as well. I mean, Chrissy and Ninja Boogie, they've been setting up quite a couple of just duo kills.
Yeah, and oh, okay. Ninja Boogie went for Yasha instead. That's quite interesting to be honest. I really thought there's something, but nope, nothing really happening. What we also didn't see so far is like any Ice Blast action since that level 1 Ice Blast that actually got a Shatter and a follow-up kill. Since then, no action whatsoever. No Ice Blast flying with a Fissure and then Rocket Laser combo to get a target in Shatter range, anything like that. It's, I don't know, the Ancient Apparition has been pretty useless the last 15 minutes. And as I said, like, the only reason I prefer Rave at the moment is because I know what a Spectre means when it comes to a late game. And we are 31 minutes in, and I said it in the draft already, but oh, do we have an engagement here in the jungle? Yes, we have.
Yeah, the Haunt is the ninja. He goes into the middle of everybody. There's the double Necro coming out. Oh man, do they have to run away? I guess they do, although Cheo, he still wants to keep on going. Activates the BKB a little bit too late, though I have the Storm Eater as well. Will it be enough as BYB? Man, Chrissy, he comes in, Doom, he still has it if he really wants to use BYB. Telekinesis up as well, probably gonna go down without the Doom. Now Shenron, he comes in, will he have enough? Oh, the shapeshifted wears off, there's the Doom as well. Man, he can't outrun Chrissy anymore. Chrissy pops the mech, a few more right clicks, level def, blink. Oh, level def, well, not even coming out. Lycan was like, I just stand here, wait
he
for
just
my
gave
death.
up. And this just showed you. I mean, he's running now back home here through the tier 1 tower. I don't think they have anything to chase him. But you just saw, what did the Necros do? What exactly did they do? That was double Necro. Both weren't properly microed because they could have gone for the Spectre, and the Spectre getting the dispersion kill on them might have even killing himself because he had the Ice Blast on top of him. But instead they were chasing Jao, and Jao was like, oh, look at it, tasty Necros, I have a BKB, I have the Storm, Plasma Field, everything on. So even killed Necro units, getting the XP, getting the buffed gold, which got just recently buffed in the latest patch. So I don't know, like so far these Necros, they just help Rave to get even a better stand here. So a 2-for-0 trade with the Necros being fed to Jao. Rave couldn't ask for more at the moment.
Yeah, and you can see actually from the kills as well as the Necro unit kills, the XP, but oh, the Fisher into Cheo. He blinks in, Enchant Totem, Ice Blast to fly as well. The BKB is there from Razor, Static Link activated, but the TP for him is on cooldown. So still, I mean, MSI, they're just not ballsy enough anymore after just those couple of losses in the team fights.
Oh, actually, he tried to follow the Tinker TPing on the Wolves, but nope, it just didn't work out. In the meantime, we have Chrissy pushing top, and Jesus, this guy also develops quite some right click, even though he doesn't go for a right click build. Still just a normal Shivas, but yep, with the BKBs on, they can absolutely counter it. Ninja Boogie at the same time pushing tier 2 tower. MSI is just getting outmaneuvered at the moment.
Oh,
And
blink,
all we have
Shiva's
to go.
Cartoon, Haunt comes out as well, reorg, 4-step
Yep.
forward, steals the Wolves, and like, and Telekinesis up. I mean, Rave, they're just always getting the initiative. MSI, the last fight, how it began is that 3 of MSI's heroes were in the enemy jungle. They saw one Razor and all 3 of them just started backing off. Whereas if they really wanted to and committed to it, maybe everyone could have just killed the Razor straight out. But
Yep.
since they just wussed out, started running away, and man.
And we almost have the gold now for the heart on the Spectre. If that heart is coming out, nobody can
Oh, the
stop them. Oh,
blink
but
Echo Slam, Ice Blast to follow up as well. Fisher is there, Chrissy. He actually, well, never mind. He gets the BKB. Shiva's card activated, and the right clicks the crits. Split Earth helping out from cast. They
Yep.
just turn everything around.
Well, it's a 1-1 trade, at least here in this lane, so it's kind of okayish. But of course, they got the tower as well as the Lycan before. And Ninja Boogie, that's also the funny part. Like, he brought that bottom tier 2 tower that low, that the tower also went down there by the residual creep. So, yes, as I said, I said it about 5, 6, 7 minutes ago, that MSI lost all the momentum, and they also didn't try to go 5-man. To be honest, right now, I think it's even a mistake to go 5-man, because right now, Rave just has the better fight. Now you can really just try spread push, counter push, and I don't know, try to get here and there pick off. Unfortunately, Rave is the one who is getting all the pickups, plus swapping into like semi-team fights, or I just think we've seen just the wrong decisions on MSI. Those Necros not doing anything. They were never used to push. Those Necros haven't seen a single tower yet in this game, and in the team fights they haven't been useful at all. And the Spectre couldn't care less. But oh, look at the top lane. Look at the top lane.
Chrissy so
Chrissy.
sneaky. Oh man, Jotan, he actually blinks into Chrissy almost as well. But the Shiva's card finally gets the slow. Now BKB activated from Chrissy as well. The Fisher, of course, doesn't help anybody. Didn't get the block off either. The level F, is he still gonna tick down? Yes, he is. Nobody's there to deny him. And now another Fisher is there. Actually, Chrissy still blocked in. And the Shackles, they won't connect. Ice Blast though. Off target as well. And now Horn comes in. Ninja Boogie, he means business. He wants the kills. Or does he? Necrobooks come out from BYB.
There's
Still
nothing they can do. They just don't have the damage. Jao's coming in.
Where did he come from? Just from the back of the fight as Ninja Boogie. So he's gonna back off. Heart of the Rask finish, Shackles, they don't connect. But from this point onwards, he's just so tanky, and look at him,
Yep.
even deactivated Radiance just to not kill the Necro Warrior.
Yep, absolutely. This is the Necros at the moment really just feeding gold and experience into Rave even more and more. And as I said, Ninja Boogie finished the hard, and at latest by now, Ninja Boogie just got this. Like,
Oh,
absolutely
man.
got this.
Refresh your orb on Chrissy as well. Oh god.
This is the problem. The Doom is too tanky to get him down. Even with the Lycan and whatnot, they just didn't get anything. Also, the Windrunner is not working out because the latches we see, I don't know, or actually the latches we don't see. That's the problem. Like they're just not getting it, and I don't know. We have to look at the crafts again. But look at this, Rave. They just fought back everything. This is another crazy swing from like what 4K from MSI, now 15K or even more in experience, and when it comes to gold, from 5K to 5K on the other side. So MSI still holding quite decently onto the gold, but that doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because they lost almost all their outer towers, just like they did before against a stronger push. But now in the mid, one tier 2 tower left, and I think they can go high ground. They are tanky enough. They have BKBs on 3 targets, and those 3 targets, I still have no idea how they want to kill them.
Oh, that's the hardest question. I mean, there's an Aghanim Scepter now, Razor as well, so pushing is gonna be even easier for Rave. Makes him a little bit tankier as well, sitting on 2k HP. Chrissy blinks in just to farm up the creeps.
Yeah.
Oh man. That
Also the Bloodstone on the Tinker in a game where you just don't have the initiative, where you don't get the kills, where you're behind in kills and permanently dying of a Doom. I don't know, that Bloodstone, like...
Oh, the horn comes out. Jotan, Ninja Boogie actually?
This is just scouting. This is just scouting. But yeah, like why would you build a Bloodstone if you are a Tinker that pretty much dies in the rhythm of every 3 to 4 minutes when Chrissy finds you somewhere in the trees?
To be honest, I think he started going for the Bloodstone when they were just getting the kills, having the initiative, just having all the momentum in this game. But man, his Bloodstone, the completion of it took quite some time because Chrissy got a few pickups on him. And oh, the Fissure! It's there, the Shackles connect on as well, but man.
Yep,
no
and
follow.
now... So, nice Fissure, nice Shackles, no follow-up whatsoever. And even if they follow up, they could have done more. And the Necro units just getting nom nom nom. Oh, look, Ninja Boogie is like, oh, look at this, tasty, 200 gold, it's all mine.
Yeah, and actually Rubik picks up a gem for their team now as well. Yeah, I thought they might go for one a little bit earlier, but now they know that they're just so far ahead. They have so many tanky heroes who can actually carry the gem and not die.
Yep, absolutely. That means also no more scouting with the Wolves. The Wolves will get just killed off. And so far the Wolves did a good job in this entire game, because like they were pretty much what gave the Tinker the vision, sometimes also of course the TP platform to get a kill. But now with the gem, even that will stop. So MSI, it's 14-23 at the moment. Rave took over the game when it comes to momentum, gold, experience, pretty much everything. Roshan just spawned, and this is pretty much the next fight. And to be honest, like I think this Roshan fight is gonna decide the game eventually. Like if Rave is giving away this Roshan or the Roshan fight, this might of course be a bad idea. And oh, look at it! There's Ice Blast flying here on the Lashback. He's dead. Yes.
That was actually pretty well done, MSI. Where have they been so far? They need to just keep on doing that if they want to stand a chance. But now Shiva's card is there, 2-1 to PYB as well. No mech, no nothing at JYC. Well, he couldn't even go for a proper Echo Slam. They just die one after another. And now Shenro, he has his ultimate up, but will it be enough? He's going for a TP. Might have just... Oh, never mind. Nothing stops it. I thought like just getting level def. It was on cooldown though. But still, 3 for 1. Only losing the Leshrac. And I guess Rave were like, Ice Blast on cooldown. Guys, easy fight. Let's go.
Absolutely, and the Lycan just surviving because he was lucky that he was hiding in the trees. Like the refresher was used on the Doom, so if the Doom would have been fast on reaction, he could have even gotten the Lycan there. But in the end, easy rush, even though Ice Blast is flying in, but nobody's gonna care about that Ice Blast. I mean, nobody's even remotely close to anything in shatter range. Ninja Boogie still going back as well as Jo.
Well,
Okay.
it is a 17-second duration after all, because Ancient Version at least does have the Aghanims.
But they have a mech, do they? I mean, they have a hard, of course, on Ninja Boogie, but wait, who's the mech carrier? Doom, is it? But he's gonna come back in just a second, I guess. Yes, he is.
They took more damage than I maybe would have thought, but of course they were tanking after Roshan, and Roshan, 40 minutes in, is
Chrissy
kind of
used
big
the
guy.
mech outside the Rosh pit. He didn't heal his fellows there.
There's another Ice Blast flying. Oh, they get out of it.
Oh.
Oh
What
man.
the hell?
That could have been actually an epic fail if the Ice Blast
Yeah.
had come just a little bit sooner like that.
That was close. That was too close. That was crazy. like the second Ice Blast would have actually done a great job there with the rockets, even bringing like 1 or 2 targets pretty much lower. But still, I didn't understand what Chrissy did there. I think he misclicked or like, wait, no, am I completely?
But now he sold his
retarded
mech.
now?
He sold his mech now. Bought an Aghanim Scepter.
What was that? Yeah, like I thought he's going towards the Rush Pit to heal his fellows there, but instead he used the mech on himself.
Dota is not a team game.
Yeah, like Chrissy is like what an ego player. But no, this was really funny to watch, to be honest. This was really funny to watch. Using the mech on himself while he has full HP and the other 3 in the Rush Pit being super low, and right after he's like, guys, I'm not your damn mech bitch, I'm gonna sell this shit. And yeah, so he did.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, having the Aghanim Scepter now plus double ultimate. Oh, that is just so sick on a Doombringer to have. Another Ice Blast is flying top. Blink was there, but oh, the Fisher heat-seeking missiles, Ice Blast. Completely off target, and Ninja Boogie. Spectral Dagger, he's going for Chotan. He has the Diffusal Blade as well, but of course, no stun still. And it's not like there's a Ghost Scepter on Tinker anyway, and Tinker, he has 4k gold, but hasn't picked up anything. Tinker keeping mid lane, Cheo. Well, he's gonna be safe as well, no Hex. I mean, the Tinker just doesn't have anything. 3 Bloodstone charges as well.
Yeah, that's why I said like the Bloodstone here in this game when you're on the back foot and permanently dying. I mean, the only reason he's not dying at the moment is because he's not pushing.
Oh, Blink, Shiva's guard, a few right clicks, level def was used, complete TP off, one more right click, the Fisher, it buys enough time. Oh, but the Haunt coming in, JYC dropping low, Ninja Boogie, yes, he's gonna come in as well, easy kills, PYV, he's blocked in the trees and well, and 3-4-0.
Yep, that's a 3-0. He even got that kill on the Ancient Apparition. I thought he was out. He died of Dispersion and Radiance in the base at the fountain.
Man.
So he wasn't even safe at the fountain.
The Radiant Courier also died, so and even more gold to Rave. And Ninja Boogie just tanks up the tower. Not a single care in the world.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he got a heart. He doesn't care. He really doesn't care. Like, he can tank that stuff. Plus, he has the Aegis.
Ninja Boogie, he was just struggling really hard early on. Didn't give up too many kills though, so just stood in XP range. And they were using the Haunt all game long, just so efficiently. And now the Doom actually didn't pop it out yet because the Shapeshift came there. But it's just way too damn tanky, even under the tier 4 towers.
Yep, there's an Ice Blast flying. It actually connects on 2, but I don't know. What do you want with it? It's not really worth it. They lose Rax, but MSI is holding on. Like, I think under other circumstances, if this wasn't really the semifinals of the MPGL, they would have GG'd out of this game. But I don't know, maybe they're hoping for some huge 3-2 play of Rave, but it has to be very huge because we are facing a 30k experience lead on Rave, and when it comes to gold, we are heading towards the 20k mark. So I mean, I've seen, like, I don't know how many thousand games we already cast Culture, but I've seen a lot of throws. I've never seen a 30k reverse though, never. Like 15k, and I even saw a 20k like turnaround. In the TI we actually had one DK through versus LGD. That was about 18k, 19k advantage and experience, and they threw that one against LGD. But that's it. That's the highest I've seen so far. 30k, nope. Even a 30k advantage is a rare thing to see.
Yeah, definitely is usually GG is called by this point in time. And I do believe Rave, they might be going in for the kill now. Invis rune on Chris as well. He isn't too high on HP, and yes, they're gonna go in. Doom onto the Wind Ranger. The Haunt comes out as well. Telekinesis up. Chup an easy kill. Rubik even steals the power shot, and he comes in. Will it be enough? Earthshaker just pretty much falls over.
Yes, it is GG. I mean, there's nothing they can do. Look at this. They're just getting followed here in the fountain. They're like, ah, who cares about that fountain? Either way, guys, this was, of course, this is a best of 3, so don't worry. Like, I know some guys of you, they have been like, oh guys, why is it always best of 2? These are the semi-finals of the MPGL, here brought to you by HeflaTV, and of course sponsored by Maneski and Gigabyte. We are going in game number 2, and let's see if Rave can make it a 2-0, or if MSI still has to say something about that. Maybe a 1-1, and then we have a decisive game 3. Let's see.
Yes, guys, we'll be heading into game number 2 lobby straight away, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and if you enjoyed, be sure to follow us on all the Twitch channels. You can find those as well as our social media links below the stream, so check those out and see you guys in game number 2.